This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. So hi, this is Venkat from Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited from Bangalore. Okay. So we are going to learn IBM DataStage ETL tool, right? So why we need to learn this IBM DataStage ETL tool team? Any reason? Like anyone suggested, or so is there any reason why we need to learn this technology? Because of n number of ETL tools are there in the market, right? So specifically, why we need to learn this technology? Any idea, team? Any idea? Anyone? Because of we have a lot of tools are there, right, in the market. So if you learn something, we need to get some benefit, right? So anyone having idea, team? So if you learn IBM data stage, okay. So the calls are good, openings are more, okay. So easy to learn it. Easy to learn it. So it's not required coding, just simply drag and drop, drag and drop the stages and implement the process. It's not required coding. GUI, this is the GUI based interface, graphical user interface. GUI means graphical interface. So this is the data stage is the ETL tool. What is ETL means? Extract the data. Extract the data. Am I able, team? Are able to see my screen? Yeah.
Yes,
GUI means, so ETL means extract the data. Extract the data means read the data. Read the data. T means transformation. Some apply some condition, transformation. So it means apply some conditions. Okay, I want to filter the data. I want to sort the data. Okay, so write some conditions based on the requirement, customer requirement. So L for load. L for load. Load means load the data. Load the data into the target. This is the call. Extract means source. Source data, read it. Apply some conditions. Load into the target. That is called as a destination. Okay, after applying my business logics, my business rules, load into the target. Okay, this is the ETL tool. Okay, so it's very easy to learn it. Okay, easy to understand it. Openings are good. All MNCs having opening like HCL, Wipro, SLK, Cognizant, TCS. Okay, so that's why we need to learn this technology. Okay, so see, we're going to explain, in my institute. Okay, so we're going to try this real-time project explanation. We have online and offline classes. Each class recording video will provide it, guys. After class is done, okay, so after some time that today, that suppose today class is done, after today EOD, you will get the recording video. Okay, if you miss the class, you can watch it along with real-time scenarios. Okay, so real-time scenarios we are covering. So myself, my trainer, there is one more trainer, he's having 15 years of experience. There is one more trainer where we're going to teach two members like myself along with one more trainer. So Srinath, he's having 15 years of experience. Okay, so he will teach very good real-time scenarios. Okay, so along with materials we're providing, along with materials we're providing to the materials. We have already predefined the materials: resume preparation, mock interviews, doubts and clarifications. Okay, interview questions and answers. We're covering interview questions and answers. If you learn in this interview questions and answers, you will get the job. Okay, so I'm sure that after taking this training, okay, within month, 2 months, 3 months, you will get job. Maximum 3 months, you will get the job. But you have to read it. whichever we are going to teach it. You have to give your 45 days time. This course duration, the course duration 45 days. 45 days. Okay, the course duration is 45 days. So the class timing, the regular class timing, the regular class timings from morning 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST Indian timing. For note, for every month, first week, first week we will start new batches. Okay, so this is the
Sir,
details.
excuse me, your voice is getting break, sir.
Okay, so is it clear my voice? Let me change different network. Is it fine now my
Your
voice?
vo
Yeah, just
yeah,
one
now
second.
fine. In middle, your voice is getting break.
Yeah, I will make sure that actually I'm
For us,
speaking
it
with
is fine.
okay. I think some your side maybe network issue. Anyway, so let me make sit that side. Okay, is it clear why we need to learn this data stage? If you learn any ETL tool, it's good, guys. Okay, so just 1 minute. Between any questions, team? Any doubts? Any questions? Any doubts?
Bro, Venkat bro,
Yes, tell me.
we extract data in SQL, right?
Yeah, we'll extract
Uh,
the data from different types of sources. Like maybe we
like,
can read the data from text file, CSV, Excel. So we'll read from Oracle, Teradata, SQL Server, DB2, a number of databases we can read it. We can load into enterprise data warehouse. After applying the business logics, we'll load into the target. Yes, please go ahead.
we extract data in like Oracle SQL or MySQL, like normal SQL.
Oracle, we can based on the customer requirement. Suppose my project, I want read from Oracle, multiple SQL Server, DB2, Teradata. We can connect in Netezza. Okay.
Okay.
So whichever the database, as per the project requirement, which is the database we want to connect it, that database we can connect it, we can read it. Okay. So we'll teach here mainly Oracle, Teradata, how to connect to different databases. SQL Server, we'll explain it. Okay.
Okay.
So let me take some examples. Let me explain it. Is it clear my voice now, team? Is
Yes,
it
bro.
clear? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So
Yes, bro.
okay. So let me go for the assume that I have one file, guys. Assume that I have one file. It is having how many records, team? In this file, how many records are there? Anyone having idea? This one, how many records? Is it 10 or 9?
9 records there.
9 records. So
Yeah.
first record is a header record. Employee number, employee name, job, salary, DEPT number. Employee number, comma, employee name, comma, job, comma, salary, comma, DEPT number. See, one column to another column. One column to another column, something is separator. That separator we can call as a delimiter. What is the delimiter in this file, team? Comma, employee number, comma, employee name, comma, job, comma, salary, comma, DEPT number. So this is the column names. This is the column name. First record is a column names. It is called as a header. Header. That is we can call as a schema. It is called as a field names, column names. Employee number. field separator comma here. So first record is header, that's why we have 9 record. The data only I have 9 records. Okay, so now my requirement is, please observe carefully team, my requirement is I have one text file. Okay, so this text file, it's having some records. I want to read this text file, the src underscore emp.txt file. I want to read this text file. I want to load into target. While loading, I want to load only DEPT number equal to 10. DEPT number equal to 10. So this is a file, right? When you read this file, how many DEPT number 10s are there? Okay, I want to generate the another text file, right? So how many records it will load, team? This is the DEPT number 10. Whether this record it will load or not, team, in the target. So DEPT, my condition is DEPT number 10. So here also DEPT number 10 value is there. So that's why this record it will load into the target. But when I come to the next record, what is the DEPT number value here available, team? What is the value here?
20.
20. But my condition is I want load only DEPT number 10. Other than the 10 values, don't load it. That is the meaning, right? My condition is not matching. My condition is not true. So that's why this record it will not load into the target. So I want to load only DEPT number 10 record. Wherever DEPT number 10 you are finding, that record only it will load into the target. So here DEPT number 10. Whether this record it will load into the target or not, team? Yes, I want to load it. That is my condition. Okay, so now this is the 30, 20, 30. So this record it will load or not? Whether it will load?
No.
No.
No. Why? Because my condition is I want to load DEPT number equal to 10. If DEPT number equal to 10, load it. So here 20, 30, that is not matching. My condition is not matching. My condition is false condition. That's why it will not load it. So I want to load this record again. So how many records are loading, team? 3 records. So my requirement is there is a one text file, srcmp text file. I want to read this srcmp text file. I want to generate the another text file that is called as a target underscore emp.txt file. Okay, so I want to generate this file only DEPT number 10 records. Now in data stage, so I want to read the text file, means there is a one stage is there, sequential file stage. So by using the sequential file stage, I can read the text files. I can read the text file by using the sequential file stage. I want to generate the another file. Another file I want to generate means we have to use some stage that is called as a, we have to use the sequential file stage. By using the sequential file stage, I can generate the text file also. So I can use, by using the sequential file, I can use as a source, I can use as a target. Both I can use it. I can read the data, I can load the data. Between there is a one condition. I want to write the some condition. Filter condition means there is a one stage, filter stage. By using the filter stage, I can filter the data. I can write the some condition, where condition I can write it. Okay, so how to develop this job in the data stage, we'll see. How to develop it, we'll see now. So my requirement, there is a text file, I have to read it. By using the sequential file stage, I want to load into the target. Before loading, I want to filter the data. I want to load only DEPT number 10 records. How to load the 10 records, we'll see now. Okay, so let me go for the data stage. Let me log in the data stage, guys, please observe. So we'll explain it, guys, how to install the software. Okay, so in the further classes we'll discuss it. Let me, so there is a designer client. By using the data stage designer client, we'll develop the jobs. Let me double click the designer client. So this is called as a IBM InfoSphere DataStage and quality stage. So we have to pass the password. Let me pass the password here. So let me click the next login button. Okay, so there is a parallel job. Let me click the parallel job. Let me click the expand it. I want to create a new job. Means how to create it? So file, new parallel job. Let me click the OK button. So now, so I have to use the sequential file stage, right? So where this is there in the palette section. See, this is the designer works. This is the by using this one designer will develop the jobs. So there is a palette. It is there in the stages, all the stages. We have to use it. This is the called as a repository. We can store the jobs and metadata. So now I have to take the file, right? So there is a file section in the palette. This is called as a designer canvas, guys. By using this designer canvas, we can develop it. So for that case, we have to use the input and output components, right? So there is this called as a sequential file. Let me drag the sequential file for reading the text file. So I want to generate the text file. What is the stage I have to use, team? We have to use sequential file stage. Okay, so now, so in the processing section, so I want to take the filter the data, right? So there is a filter F. This is the order filter stage. Let me take the filter stage. So for reading, so now after taking the stages, I need to give the links between the stages. How to give the links between the stages? We'll see, guys. General. Let me go for the link. Let me give this link. Okay, so how to give, guys? So general link, select the link and give the links, drag it. So now I have given the links between the stages. Now I want to define the properties. How to define the properties, we'll see now. So double click the sequential file, where this file is there, team? srcmp file, where it is available. So in the documents, Venkata data stays in the source, right? In the source. So this is the file. So in the target, I have to generate target dot emp file. I want to generate it. Okay, so now, so I have to browse this file, right? srcmp file. How to browse it? So select the file. So there is a file, browse button. Browse for file. Let me browse it. So let me go for the source, Venkata data stage. In the source section, so there is a file, src emp file is there. We need to select this file, right? Let me select it. So now first line, this when I open this file, first line is column names or without column names are there. First line, is there any column names, team? Is there any header in this file? Is there any header in this file?
Yes. Employee
Yes.
name, employee
So
number.
this is header is there, right? If header is there, so we need to select this one. By default is false. If header is there in the my file, we have to make as a true. Okay, we have to make as a true, guys. If header is there in the source file, in this file, if header is there, I have to make as a true. If there is no header, we no need to keep it. So now le let me go for format section. Let me go for format section. What is the delimiter here? Delimiter. My file is, what is the delimiter, team? What is the delimiter in this file?
10.
Comma.
Department 10. Comma.
Comma, right? Just 1 second, guys. Just 1 second.
Comma.
So now, so now, so I need to go for the format section. So there is a delimiter, comma I have to select. There is a number of delimiters are there. We need to select the comma. So now, so is there any quotes are there in this file? Is there any quotes like single quotes or double quotes?
No, no. No, no,
No.
no.
The quotes means this is the quotes. Is there any quotes in this my file? No. My call, so there is no quotes. That's why I need to make as a none. If there is any single quotes, double quotes, we need to make it. Now let me go for the columns. See here, how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns are there. I can write manually, but assume that here employee number is there. So I can add it manually here. What is the data type team employee number? It is coming number, right? Okay. So I can select the number data type. See here, 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 here. How many columns are there? 5 columns. I can add it. Assume that 100 columns are there. Is it possible to add it? Yes, it's possible to add it, but it will take a lot of time, right? So I don't want to do manually. I want to create a schema. How to create it? So there is a load button. Click the load button. Click the load button. So right click the table definition. Right click the table definition. So now we have to sequential file definition, right? Sequential file, right? Okay, so let me select the sequential file. So let me select the directory. So let me select the directory. So it will display the file srcemp. It will display all the files here in this folder. So what are the files are there? All the files it will display here. Let me select the srcemp.txt. Let me click the import button. So now what is the delimiter, guys? Here comma.
Comma.
Is there any header? Is there any header here? Is there any header here? Yes.
Yes,
If
yes.
header is if header is there, let me select this one. First line is column names. First line is column names. First line is column names. Let me click the define button. So it is automatically is coming, right? Schema, employee number, employee name, job. This order. So employee number, employee name, order is coming. No need to do anything. Click the OK button. So it's already existing. Let me overwrite it. Okay. So now let me close it. Let me expand this table definition. Sequential file in the source section. So srcmp is there. Let me select the srcmp. Let me click the OK button. So it is automatically is coming, right? So no need to enter manually. Click OK. If you're having one or two, I can enter manually. But assume that more than 50 columns are there. There's a I can add it, but it will take a lot of time, right? So let me click the OK button. That's why we can import the schema. Let me click the OK button. So let me go for the filter stage. What is the filter condition, team?
DPT10.
So let me write here DEPT number equal to 10. Okay, so let me go for output section. So I need to copy the input. This is the input column. Left side is input column. Right side is called as output columns. So I want to copy it, map it. So let me select this one. Let me drag it output section. Let me click the OK button. So let me double click the sequential file, output file. So I have to save the somewhere, right? Let me browse the target path. We need to select the different folder. Target, I can select the same folder, but I can give different name. So, but as per understanding purpose, target folder is different, output folder is different. So let me provide the target file name target underscore emp.txt file. So I want to column names. See, my source is coming column names, right? These column names I want in the output section means we have to select this option. What is the option I have to select? First line is column names. I have to make as a true. First when I open the file, first record I want to see the header record. So that's why we need to make this output as a first line is column names. I want to make as a true. Now let me go for a format section. So my delimiter, what is the delimiter I want in the text file? So I want in the text file delimiter comma. I don't want any quotes in the my output section. Let me select the none. So let me click the OK button. So now let me save the job file and save the job. Control yes. Let me go for the jobs section. So let me create one folder. So let me create one folder, new folder. So the new folder name is batch 7:30 a.m. So what is the date today? Today is
10.
10th May 2023. Okay. So let me expand this. Let me select this one. Let me pass the job name filter stage example 1. Let me click the save button. So now After defining the properties, after saving the job, first we need to compile the job. If there is any errors are there, any properties are missing. Okay, so there is one compile button is there. Compile button. Let me click the compile button. See, some error is there, right? Something. Sequential file is required but empty. We have selected, right? So let me browse it. I have selected, right? So let me select. So src emp.txt file, right? Okay. Let me click the OK button. See, some properties missed it. We forget to mention it, right? I have selected, but by mistakenly it's not selected, right? So now it is showing the error. So let me compile it. If there is any error is coming, it will display. If there is no errors now, right? Job successfully compiled with no error. So now let me run the job. Let me execute the process. There is a run button. Let me click the run button. Let me run it. So my job is running. My job is running. So my source having how many records, team? How many records are there in the source? 9 rows. 9 rows. My target, how many records are loading? 3
three,
records.
three,
So I want to view the data, right? So where I have to go? So let me go for the target section. Target EMP. Let me go. So this is the DEPT number 10 records is loading. DEPT number 10 records loading. Okay. So this is the way to load the data. Okay. So now my scenario you see. So my source having 9 records, 3 records are loading, right? The remaining, how many records are there, team? The remaining, how many records are there? In 9 records, 3 records are valid record. It is loading into the target. The 6th record, I want to reject into another file, another text file. I want to generate it here. So I want to generate the text file. What is the stage I have to use, team? What is the stage I have to use it? I want to generate the text file. I want to generate the text file. What is the stage I have to use, team? So let file, there is a sequential file, we have to use it. Text file means in data stage, we have to use whether input or output, anything is fine. We have to use sequential file stage. So now, so I have to give the rejected link, right? So let me, so let me give this one. So let me go for general link. Let me give the link. Okay, so this one I want to make as a rejected link. How to make a rejected link means select this option. There is a convert to reject. So now tell me which is the reject link, which is the main output. How will I identify?
A
How will I
dotted line
identify
is
it?
a dotted line is a rejected line. A green
Okay,
line is a
that is a straight line. Straight line is called as a main
right.
output. There is a dotted line, breaking, right? Breaking the lines. So that is called as a reject link. See, go for the filter stage. So if you are using the rejected link, double click the filter stage. There is one option. Output reject by default is false is there. What I have to do, team? If you are using the rejected link, we have to make this option as a true. If you are using the rejected link, that output reject I have to make as a true. Let me click the OK button. So let me go for the sequential file, rejected output file. So let me browse the rejected path where I have to generate it, the rejected file in the target section. So rejected data DEPT number 10.txt. Just I'm giving one file name. Okay, in real time, my customer will give which is the file name I want to pass it. Let me click the OK button. So I want to, first line is the column names. Let me make as a true. Let me go for format section. So I don't, so delimiter I want in the comma. Let me select the comma. Quotes, I don't want any quotes in the my output section. Let me make as a none. Let me go for columns, automatically is coming. let me click the OK button. Let me save the job, file and save the job. Again, I need to compile it if there is any properties missing or not. Okay, for that, let me compile it. So there is no errors. Let me run the job. When I open the rejected file, what are the records I have to see, team? What are the record I have to see when I open the rejected file? Is it DEPT number 10 other than the 10 values, team? So when I open the rejected file, I want to see other than the DEPT number 10. The DEPT number 10, it is loaded into the target. The rejected data means other than the 10 values, I want to load into another file, another text file. Okay. So so filter stage, left side is coming link, right? That is called as the input link, guys. Filter stage, right side link is going, right? That is called as output link. Filter stage, it will support n number of output links and only one reject link it will support. N number of output links and one reject link. So we'll always use output links, 128 output links. You can use it for better performance purpose. Don't use more than that. Okay, see, now my scenario is, please observe, guys. Now my scenario is, there is a one text file. There is a one text file. Okay, so I want to read this text file. I want to read this text file. I want to load into, I want to generate the three output files. First output file, text file, that is called as a output one.txt file. Okay, so second output file, output2.txt file. So third output, I want to generate output3.txt file. But when I load output 1, I want to load only DEPT number 10 records. How many DEPT number 10s are there, team? How many
Three.
DEPT number 10s are there? 3 records.
Three.
3 records. So here also 3 records. So when I open the output2.txt file, so I want to load DEPT number 20 record. How many DEPT number 20s are there? I want header also, guys. That's how many records are there? DEPT number 20?
Three.
3 records. I need to load 3 records. So what about this one? This record, it will load. So when I open the DEPT number, like output 3, I want to see DEPT number 30 records. How many records is there? 30? 2 records. Right? So I want to read this text file by using the data stage. Data stage is very, very easy tool, guys. Compare with other technologies. Because of this is like a more friendly tool, I can say. Okay, so now, so output 1, what is the output 1 condition? DEPT number equal to 10 records I want to load it. DEPT number 20 I want to load it. Output 3 I want to generate DEPT number 30 records. Okay, see, I want to load this filter condition. So first I want to read this text file. What is the stage I have to use, team?
Sequential stage.
Sequential file stage. I want to read this filter the data. Filter stage, right?
Yeah.
10, DPT number 10, 20, 30. I want load text file 1, output 1, sequential file 1. Here also I have to use sequential file 2. Here also I have to use sequential file stage 3 to generate the text files. Okay, so now how to do in the data stage, we'll observe it. How to do in the data stage, we'll observe it. Okay, so first step, let me go for the designer. So let me go for the file. Go for the file. Will explain guys how to install these softwares. You don't need to worry about. So let me go for the parallel job. So let me expand it. So this is the palette. In the palette, it is having different types of stages are there. So this is the file section. Let me use the sequential file. Let me use the sequential file. Why? How many times I have to take output? How many outputs I have to take it, team?
3 times.
3 times. Filter stage. Between I want to filter the data. What is the stage? In the processing section. In the processing section, there is a filter stage. So let me use the filter stage here. So after taking the stages, we have to give the links between the stages. So let me go for the general. Let me give the link. See, this is the one method. See, keep the cursor here. Easiest method. So there is a symbol is coming, right? Okay. So let me keep the cursor here. 1 second. This is a little bit difficult, but that one is easy. Okay. This is the symbol is coming, right? One circle is coming, right? Okay. Let me keep the circle and drag it. Okay. Or else let me go for general and give the link. See, when you select the link, it is coming. So one link I have given. So again, link and drag it. Go for the link and drag it. This is the easiest method, right? Or else, what is another method? Let me remove and do it. So this is one I want to give the link. I don't want to go here. Keep the cursor here. One circle is coming. Just simply drag it. Okay. So now after taking the links, we have to define the properties. How to define the properties? Double click the sequential file. Which file I want to read it, guys? Suppose assume that.
SRC.
uh, so let me give the different file name now. EMP details. Okay, it is already there. Okay, details. It's okay, no problem. This is the file I want to read it now. So this file is not, I have to import, right? How to import, we'll see now. So now let me browse the file first. So SRC EMP details, right? So now first line is the column names. Is there any column names in this file? Is there any column names? First record is a header, or without header is the file is there?
Header.
Is there any header in this file?
Yes, sir. With header.
Header. If it is header is there, what I have to select here? First line is
True.
column names. I have to make it a true. First we need to browse the file. Then we have to check the first line. Is there any column names or not? After selecting, we need to go for the format section. So what is the delimiter in this file? Employee number, comma, employee
Comma is
name, comma, job, comma, salary. So it is called as a delimiter is the field separator, column separator, item separator is called as a comma here. So what I have to do? So it is a delimiter is comma. By default, delimiter is comma. They will ask in true. Sequential file stage. What is the by default delimiter? By default field delimiter, comma. Okay. So if there is any different, suppose my file is coming different delimiter, we have to select here. We have to select here. Okay. So as per now, comma. So is there any codes are there in this file? Is there any codes are there
No.
in this file team? No, there is no codes. So that's why I need to make as a none. So now I have to go for column section. Is there any columns are there? No, I have to load it. How to load it, guys? There is a load button. Let me click the load button. Right click the table definition. Right click the table definition. Please observe, guys. I can import only once. This is a schema I am creating it. So I can use for several jobs. So let me click the, if you save in the repository. Let me go for the sequential file. Now, so let me browse the path. This is the path. So we need to browse it. Source path. Okay. So now what is the file I want to read it? srcemp details.txt. Let me click the import button. So what is the delimiter in this file, comma? Is there any header? Yes. Let me make as the first line is column names. Let me go for the define. Let me click the OK button. It is already there. Let me overwrite it. I have already imported. So let me click the close button. Let me expand this sequential source srcmp details. Let me click the OK button. Let me click the OK button. So now, so let me double click the filter stage. What is the first filter condition, team? What is the first filter condition?
DPT equal
What
to
is the
10.
records?
DM
DEPT
DPT
number.
number 10.
See,
DPT could
see, I don't know column names, right? So if it's a, so open the source file and copy it. DEPT number equal to 10. So, so opening the file, it may take time, right? So what you will do? So the another method. So let me go for the input columns. Copy this DEPT number. Okay. So now let me go for the stage filter. Let me pass here DEPT number equal to 10. Okay. So now, so this is output 1, right? Output 1, right? I want to go for output 1. This output, right? So let me give output link. The starting value 0, guys. So now let me click the predicates. Let me give the one more where class. What is the second where class condition, team? DEPT number
20.
equal to
Equal to 20.
20. This is I want to go for second output. Second output means the links will start from 0. 0 means here 1. So now let me go for one more where class. So first we need to select this one. Then it will display the where class. Let me click the where class. What is the third output? The EPT number equal to 30. So what is the output link will come, team? What is the output link will come? 0, 1. What is the value will come?
Two.
Output link value 0, 1. What is the value, team? 2.
2.
Third output link will come 2. The starting value 0. First output 0. Second output link 1. Third output link 2. What are the condition you're writing for that output link? Starting value 0. So now let me go for output section. This is the first output. See, first output this one 7. Second output, third output, right? First output link 7. Let me double click the go for output section. Let me copy the input columns to the output 2. So now output 1 I have copied it. Let me go for let me copy the output 2 also, right? Let me select the link 7, link 8. Let me copy it. Second output I am copying. So so third output. Let me copy the input columns to the output. So let me click the OK button. So now let me go for the sequential file 1. So let me browse the target path. What is the output name I have to give to him? Output 1 dot
SRCMP.
output 1 dot txt. That's what I have told you, right? Let me click the OK button. So let me go for the see my file is coming column names, right? Source. The same column names I want in the output. What I have to do, team? I have to make as a true. Let me go for format section. I want field separator, comma. I don't want any quotes. Let me make as a none. Let me click the OK button. So let me go for the second output. What is the file name I want to give the second output file name? As per the requirement. What is the requirement? Second output file name. What is the output file name? Output2.txt. So I want to give the field separator. This the first line is column names. I have to make as a true. Let me go for format section for delimiter. So note no quotes. I don't want any quotes. So let me click the OK button. So let me go for the output 3. What is the file name I have to provide him? Output 3 dot txt. So let me go for the first line is column names. I want header. Let me make as a true. Let me go for format section. Let me go for the, I don't want any quotes. I want field separator comma. Let me click the OK button. Let me go for the file and save the job. Where I have to save it? In the jobs section. There is a one folder, batch 730 folder. Let me give filter stage example 2. Let me click the save button. Now what I have to do, team? Can somebody tell me? First I need to compile or run the job.
Compare.
Farm. See if there is any properties are missing. So we need to compile it. If there is any errors are there. So let me compile it. So my job is successfully compiled, no errors. Let me click the close button. So now I need to run the process. How to run it? Let me run it. So my job is running. So my, see, this is green color, right? So I want to see the log. Control L. Press the Control L. Control L. See, finished the job. Finished job successfully. Okay. So let me, let me open the outputs. Output 1, DEPT number 10. Output 2, DEPT number 20. Output 3, DEPT number 30. Is it coming, team? First output 10, second output 20, third output 30. Okay. So this is a way to filter the data. I want to filter the data. We have to use filter stage. By using the filter stage, I can filter the data. I want, by using the sequential file, stage, I can read the data, I can load the data. If you're using the source, I can read it. If you're using the target, I will load the data. The same stage only, I can use as a source, I can use as a target. See guys, there is a 10 processing stages. Mainly 10 processing stages are there. If you learn 10 processing stage properly, maximum 15, 10 processing stages, like reading and writing, total, those are 5. If you learn 15 stages properly, you will get job. Okay. So if you learn, you can learn this data stage 10 to 15 days, enough to learn it. Okay. But for interview purpose, for to work as an experience, right? You have to work, right? Like we will teach as a high level. So 45 days. The course is 45 days, 35 working days, guys. 35 working days. Okay. The classes Monday to, regular classes Monday to Friday. The class timings morning 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST. Okay, Saturday, sometimes we will conduct special classes. We will conduct special classes. Okay. So Monday, no class. Monday we will not take any classes. So if you're anyone interested, so you can reach out this number 9538 160 185. This is the my WhatsApp number, call number. Okay. So any doubts, team? So the regular classes is going to start from tomorrow. You can pay 2 installments, guys. You can pay 2 installments. The fees and all we'll discuss in offline. Okay. So any questions, team? Any doubts? Feel free to ask me now. So this is from Bangalore. So we're teaching from Bangalore, Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. So this is the my phone, my WhatsApp number, my phone number. So we're providing the multiple technologies. So this batch is belongs to IBM DataStage ETL tool. Along with we have different technologies we are teaching it like Talent, Ab initio, ETL testing, manual testing. Along with Snowflake we are teaching in my institute. Okay, so we have already predefined, guys. My trainer, this data stage trainer, he's having very good expert. Okay, so he already prepared the notes, materials. So it's having course details. He will cover day wise course. So this is the course content, 35 days. He will teach very good. Okay, so it's fully properly planned, guys. Okay, this day topic this one, this day topic this one. Okay, so data stage basics, what are the stages are there, step by step we're covering it. Okay, this is the course content we're going to teach it from my institute. Along with materials, PPTs, we already prepared it. So this is the materials we're providing, materials we're going to provide you. Along with interview preparation. Okay, interview questions and answers we're providing. We're providing the resume preparation, some real-time scenarios. We have some real-time scenarios. These scenarios also we are providing it. Okay, so along with, okay, so this installation also we are helping it. Okay, so if anyone interested to continue regular classes, feel free to reach out this number. From tomorrow we'll connect at 7:30 a.m. Okay, so I'm stopping recording. Let me take your doubts, and if you have any doubts, feel free to ask me.